Peace. The tension this one. And in this video right here, I just want to just give honors to hip hop legend Prodigy, who was one half of the hip hop duo Mobb Deep, which is Prodigy and Havoc, or Havoc and Prodigy. Apparently he died 2 days ago. We heard that he was hospitalized because he was doing a show in Las Vegas, and we heard that he was hospitalized. As far as I still haven't heard the causes, and I've been looking for the causes, but I already know they're going to try to say sickle cell. My thing is, how don't they know the cause already? You know what I'm saying? Because if somebody died, it's only a couple of, he wasn't killed, so we know he wasn't killed. So it had to be something naturally that took him out of here, according to them. But I just find it ironic that he died 2 days after the Tupac movie. And I know a lot of people saying that, because the Tupac movie just came out, that he died or whatever. But yeah, this is something definitely interesting. Remember, Tupac got killed in Las Vegas too, and him and Prodigy had a beef, which he said, don't you got sick himself? He made in his song or something, in one of his, I think it was in what's his name? I forgot the song he got, Tupac got, but he was going in on Prodigy, saying he got sick himself and shit or whatever though. But nonetheless though, I just find that to be strange. I am a conspiracy theorist. So understand that, overstand that, or pick a stand, understand, overstand, whatever you want to pick. I am a conspiracy theorist because I have found out that this shit, these conspiracies is real. And you people not on that radar, so you can't identify with it. So you think that people just be dying and just be dying. Now, my thing is this: he's 42 years old. I know about sickle cell. I'm a nutritionist, and I'm also a holistic nutritionist. So I know I've treated people with sickle cell, and I have seen the results and how they reverse how they reverse sickle cell. You know what sickle cell is? Sickle cell is basically an evolution of genetic cells in which it allows you to withstand malaria. So, but withstand malaria, that creates other problems for your body. That creates your red blood cell, which is your hemoglobin, to form like a sickle shape, like a sickle would be. I'm gonna go right here. I just want to explain to you. So this would be considered a sickle cell. So what happens is these cells initially blocks the flow of hemoglobin to the body. So I'm gonna read a little bit. Say, with sickle cell disease, an inherent group of disordered red blood cells contort into a sickle shape. The cell dies early, leaving the shortage of healthy red blood cells. Sickle cell anemia can block blood flow, causing pain. So basically, the pain is joint pain. So you get joint pain because you're not getting the flow of blood for you to be able to it stiffens up the joints as a result of that, because the sickles block the flow of blood. So now, one way that I treated people with this was definitely with ginkgo, because ginkgo is ginkgo. It's early, y'all. I really don't think about nutrition right now. But what ginkgo does is it helps the flow. It helps the flow of blood, and oxygen. It's actually add oxygen. Also, another thing, what a lot of people don't know, something simple like cayenne pepper. Cayenne pepper is basically a catalyst, and what it does is it opens up your blood vessels. When you take it, that's the heat you feel, the capsaicin that's in the cayenne, it opens up your blood vessels and allows the blood flow to go through. Now remember, the cells are sickle. Why is the cells are sickle? Because the cells is depleted of oxygen. How do you add oxygen back into it? You need certain vitamins. B vitamins is one. You need E vitamins also. But the B vitamins basically breaks the flow. The B vitamins add oxygen to your cells. That's one of the things. But one of the things that I noticed that helped when I was working with people was definitely juicing, and we was doing green juices. We was doing Swiss chard. We was doing the 3 types of kale, which is the lactano, the regular kale, and the red kale. We was also doing beets. Yo, we was going in. We was going in with these juices, and these juices was helping people. You understand? Because you get oxygen from the sunlight, which is this chlorophyll is liquid sunlight, and it add oxygen to your cell. You know what I'm saying? Remember, the food you eat produces the blood. You understand? The food I'm gonna say it again. The food you eat produces the blood. If you eat acidic food and food that's basically alkaline, you don't want too much of either or. You don't want too much of acidity. You don't want too much of alkaline. You understand? You want it to be high, basically in the middle, 7.39 or 7.4 or whatever. So basically, what the sickle cell is it's a deficiency of your cells becoming sickle, which blocks the flow of blood to certain parts of your body. If blood is not getting to certain parts of your body, it's going to cause problems. So that's basically what the disease is. So now, what I noticed about this was, for people, the earliest causes of death was like among kids who was young. But you know, let me get into it. I'm gonna read a little bit of it. It's gonna be a long video, y'all, so just rock with me. But I'm just gonna read a little bit of this. Alright, it say the rapper Prodigy, rest in peace too, the rapper Prodigy, who made up one half of the group Mobb Deep, has died at the age 42. They say the hip-hop star, whose real name was Albert Johnson, was on tour in Las Vegas performing with the Art of Rap tour alongside with Ghostface Killer, Onyx, KRS-One, Ice-T, among others. Mobb Deep performed Saturday. The artist suffered from health issues throughout his life. They say, however, it wasn't immediately clear what the cause of death was. He had long suffering from sickle cell anemia, a condition which they say leaving shortage of healthy red blood cells. The condition can cause painful blockage of blood flow. What I just tell you, all right. It says it is with extreme sadness to this belief that we confirm the death of our dear friend Albert Johnson. Alright, I'm not even going no further into it. We're about to get into this shit, man, because I think this brother was taken out. And like I said, because most of the people who die from sickle cell, they die from the age of infancy to, like, you want to say until like toddler, like, well, I don't want to say a toddler, but from infancy to like 5 is the ages that the kids or people normally die. They said the majority, the majority of people with sickle cells, for males, they live to be 60, and the majority of women with sickle cell, they live to be 68. All right, so I mean, and this is common. This is common, and right now they got plenty of medicine. And like I told you, I don't even deal with medicine, but the medicine that they got people on now is helping them live to become 60 and older. But now, if you cure it, you can cure it. You can cure the disease. Now, if you cure it, it'll go away forever. You understand? Now, I'm quite sure this brother right here, I think since 2010 or 2009, this man been talking about real conscious stuff. Okay, so now I'm gonna play a couple of clips from him. All right, people. So bear with me. Just like I said, it's gonna be kind of long video. It ain't gonna be super long, but it is. Like I said, I think the powers that be had something to do with this man getting killed. So with that being said, we're gonna play a little bit of what he was talking about. It's a video right here that I got. But I'm gonna play a little bit of it. Here we go.
I read some of your letters, man, because you know, it's a lot of them at the internet, man. One of the things you were talking about a lot while you were in prison was a lot of the conspiracy theory stuff, Illuminati stuff. Do you still believe that?
Yeah, it's real.
Talk to me about, because I remember, can we bring this up real quick? It's just from your letter. I'm going to read it. It says, the exact moment in time when I discovered the entire planet was being lied to and was put upon a spell to keep us unaware of it was back in 1996, around the time Biggie got locked up for the tech in his house. And then there was something else here that I thought was interesting. You said Jay-Z knows the truth, but he chose sides with evil in order to be accepted in the corporate. Jay-Z conceals the truth from the black community and promotes the lifestyle of the beast instead. First of all, a lot of people, there's a lot of talk of Illuminati, like there's certain rappers in the Illuminati, Jay-Z, Kanye, and so. Do you believe that they're rappers in the Illuminati?
He kind of put Prodigy on the spot, because if you see Prodigy really don't want to talk about like other rappers or whatever, like you never hear him saying rappers, he don't do the Professor Griff thing. He just lets you know that this shit exists or whatever. But he put him on the spot by asking him about Jay-Z, about what he wrote about Jay-Z, and what he wrote about Jay-Z is 100. Okay, so all you like I posted a thing about him bailing out men. Listen, Jay-Z played a part in men getting locked up, the biggest part of all, and you idiots talking about he don't owe us nothing. Man, shut up and get off my page with that. Okay, this man owe his people everything. You understand? But like Prodigy said, the man he works for the devil, and that's pretty much what he basically said.
Nah, you don't believe that? Okay. So how do you see sort of the role of these conspiracy theories play? Like how is the black community being controlled through this stuff?
Just through food, you know, the environment, you know, medication, you know, branding. It's a lot of stuff, man. It's a lot of, you can go down the whole line. It's a whole web, network of things. You know what I mean? That's what I believe. You know what I mean? People definitely being manipulated. You know what I mean? It's a business.
And what can you do as artists? What can we do as media to change that?
You know, just be rebellious and speak about it.
See, the guy interviewing him, you could tell he's a luminous, and he's one of the people. He's, you know, this guy's a boule. I forgot this fucking house nigga name or whatever, but he's a boule. He's one of the, he's a double agent like Charlemagne. They will say things for black issues, but then they will word it in the most weirdest way to make us like, you know, we don't get no remedy from it. So they got another video of this guy and what he was saying. Like, I mean, he was really talking some shit that wasn't nobody talking about. The last rapper I even heard mention some stuff like this was probably like Tupac or Professor Griff. You got a lot of rappers who's talking about this, but they won't say nothing about it. So this is another video. I'm gonna play a clip of him. Here we go.
Got this power that people call God. There's many names for Allah, God, the Creator, the Most High. But the power exists. Some people, they don't like to admit that power exists, or they just don't believe it. They're atheists, you know what I mean? But me personally, I know there's a higher power, and you know, that power is real. That power is like, it's one force, right? It's one God force on this planet, and we are given free will to do what we want with that power. You can use that power for good, and then you can use that power for evil too. But there's only one power. So when people say God and the devil, there's only one. When you can use that force for bad, that's what these people are playing with. They're playing with that energy that exists out here that we all have access to. Those people in those positions of power control and manipulate situations into their favor for their own agenda. Laws being changed, the FDA putting ingredients in certain foods for certain reasons. Mostly their agenda is population control, mind control. You're being manipulated. We're all being manipulated, you know what I'm saying? You learn that they infiltrate groups and key positions.
Now look, you hear what this man talking about, right? Now you telling me if he found this and he was dealing with, he'd tell you himself he was dealing with Dr. York, he was reading a lot of this stuff or whatever. Whether you believe Dr. York and the shit he did, Dr. York had some good information. But now I know a lot of people don't buy into it, but he was studying Dr. York, he was studying a lot of different things, but you hear what he's talking about. And the thing about this is, for him, if he found any type of consciousness, he had to find health consciousness. You hear him talking about they putting GMOs in the food, so I know this man was eating right. I know he changed his diet up, and he probably was, and he probably was. We don't know if he was a vegan. We don't know what his lifestyle was, but you can hear what he was talking.
So they control the decision making to move things, to move their agenda, to control the mass popular opinion, and to control the world. It took me 33 years for me to see the truth. That was so clear. I was too young. I couldn't articulate myself the right way. If you really want to know about something, you study origin. You get to the bottom of it, get to the roots. You start seeing things that you didn't recognize before. Like, oh wow, this is kind of deep, son. This is some other shit. Not what you thought it was. How the government started, how the religion started. Right? That's just interesting to me. You know, man, we used to go to the library and go to the park. We used to just study history books, whole pill books. That was one of the books from Dr. Nalakowski wrote. Both of us wrote one they called President Bloodline. It basically showed how all the U.S. presidents, all related to marriage, all cousins of bloodline, all the way back to the kings.
Now you hear what he's talking about, right? You know, there was a 12-year-old girl found out that all the presidents was related, right? And I tell grown-ups this shit right now, and they are so naive, like, yo, oh wow, all the presidents, you know, and they never figured out, like, duh, if all the presidents are fucking related, that means that all the elections are rigged.
Queens, Europe, that's not a democracy, that's a secret society. I was under the spell of the king who will deserve no religion and banks, and I used to be back. They got so happy, they talk about this shit, they don't even understand. Kanye West is Illuminati, Beyonce and Jay-Z is Illuminati. Like, dog, what the fuck are you talking about? They didn't try to say I said that shit. I seriously doubt that he's down with this elite group of people that run shit like one day. These are fucking prom compared to these things. Like,
Now look, now I want to correct him on that, because he probably just don't want to put it out there, but trust me, he know that Jay-Z and them is part of the Illuminati. I mean, they not, now what I mean is part of the Illuminati. We know the Illuminati is bloodline, but also the Illuminati got agents and got these side. They got the participation of people who's not of their bloodline. So when we say Jay-Z, why do they big up Jay-Z some? Because he's a sophisticated drug dealer. You understand? And then that they look up to him because he's not rough around the edges like some of these other drug dealers, and he know how to do business, so they respect him a little bit more. But yet he still sell drugs. He still destroyed his community. He still made all them people sell their houses so they can move, so they can put that fucking arena in downtown Brooklyn. And he deceived people just by doing that, because they thought by him owning rights on a team or whatever, by he only owned like 1 point something %. By him owning that small percentage, people are so stupid. By him owning fucking 1% of the Brooklyn Nets, people bought into selling their property so they can put that fucking arena in the middle of in the middle of I guess that's Fulton Street or whatever. But yeah, man, like, you know, I like, rest in peace to the man, the boy P. He been talking about this shit, man. You know, I mean, like he said, he didn't want to lose the fans by talking about it. But, you know what I'm saying, I know darn well this man, you know what I'm saying, he was conscious, man. And I don't think when these people die young like this, man, this is some type of ritual, man. I believe. This is what I believe. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, like, a lot of people out there don't believe, but I've been doing this for a long time. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this for a long time, and I have seen, like, all this type of shit, man. Like, you know, and I, like I said, I find it to be real weird, but this is his part right here that made him kind of famous, of him saying what he was saying about the Illuminati. So I'm gonna play a little clip of this.
Wow. Y'all commercial niggas rather have a coke and a smile. Shots on Satan, many men trying to begin. Stop what I already knew, you hear me, friend? Illuminati for my mind, soul, and my body. Secret society, trying to keep the army. All the infamous, like fuck title read. to wear fat diamond rings. Not only use it inside the songs that we sing. Everything you feel, not just a song that we sing. From my life to the paper, very accurately. You can hold on my suit, so maybe you can breathe. Prodigy will forever S-H-I-N-E. My shit track niggas like a moon track and see. I dare you ever in your life walk past me, but without acknowledging this man has G-O-T.
Now, you know, he played the part in the demise of a lot of kids, you know, because they was gunslingers, you know, the infamous, they was talking about guns and selling drugs and all that. But every man can redeem himself, you know what I'm saying? Such as myself. I used to be ignorant like this too, until I found some type of light and some type of enlightenment, man. Like really, man, a lot of us was lost souls because of the stuff we was being fed, and we had to somehow find ourselves or whatever. And this is a lot of what the Aborigines of the Tonchines, or what you would call African American men, got to go through. You know, we had to find ourselves because we've been stripped and we've been led into a culture that was destructive of Scarface and selling drugs. And you know, so to see this man find some type of consciousness eventually, I gotta big him up for this, man. I gotta big him up. He wasn't scared to talk about it. He might have been scared to implement and put faces on this and just give us ideas, like, you know, because a lot of people not telling you that, you know, look, you can be an agent by default. When I say agent by default, what are you talking about? What kind of energy is you putting into your lyrics? You put energy into your lyrics that got these kids out there implementing and practicing what you're talking about. So for this man to come and to teach the kids, like you heard what he said, the most high, the energy. So this man was dealing with something or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And I believe he redeemed himself in my eyes or whatever though. But definitely rest in peace. We don't know exactly what happened, but I believe that he was taken out, because what other way would it be to take the nigga out while he while he on fucking tour? Like, come on, man. Like, and like I said, most people with sickle cell, they once they survive that infancy through 5-year stage, most of them survive it. Most of them go on to live a long life. So for him to just die like that is kind of weird. And like I said, every time these causes of death happen, they never have a reason of what happened to him right then and there. You understand? So, man, listen, man, rest in peace to the boy P. He had some great hits, man. My favorite song, personally, of Mobb Deep was definitely An Eye for an Eye. I liked it, Right Back at You. I liked the song with Big Noid on it, and there's plenty of other songs I liked it. But them like my personal favorite. So with that being said, I like to rest in peace to the brother P. And like I said, if anybody else out there watching this who got sick themselves, listen, man, you got a lot of people out here who healing this, man. You know, get in touch with Mama Pill or Green Leaf Products. Get in touch with Minister Inky. Get in touch with Ali Muhammad. Get in touch with Dr. Africa. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people out there who can at least put you in the right direction, who know the science of what sickle cell is. You just got to understand what the science of it is. You understand what I'm saying? So with that being said, man, rest in peace to the boy P. Like I said, we know probably some strange things involved with this. I don't believe he died naturally. I really don't believe it. I believe they took him out, and considering the things he was talking about, we know he wasn't selling out because they wasn't mainstream. They was like pretty much underground or whatever for like the majority of their career. You know what I'm saying? But they was so underground, they became mainstream. So with that being said, rest in peace to the boy P. I'm out. Tantrums, peace.